What's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? Uh, I can't believe how this so-called United States is so corrupt. Corruption is legal now. Corruption, extortion, blackmail, all of that's legal. Uh, you got judges that are on the take. You got Republicans and Democrats on the take. It's insane. So they got to get rid of. They got to let loose all of those people from the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, all the way down up to now, that went to prison for corruption, extortion, blackmail. They all got to be released. Their records got to be wiped clean. Because you got judges that are corrupt, take kickbacks. You got Republicans, Democrats, Congress, United States Superior Court, Washington, D.C., all of those judges are corrupt. Look at Clarence Thomas. He's very corrupt. Back then, when I was growing up, them people went to prison for corruption. But it's funny how politicians don't. Republicans, Democrats, and judges don't go to prison for corruption. Unless you got some that hate you very much, But that's that on that for right now. But I got it. This goes out to Pepsi's attorneys and Pepsi. Let's see. You spending about $1 million to $2 million on your bottle of water that got me sick, instead of saying, hey, you know what? Yes, it got you sick and all of this and all of that, and you want to play games. So you want to go to trial. Okay, let's go to trial. Fuck it. But guess what? I'm going to be doing a motion for this to go to federal because you broke federal laws under your product, which your product got me sick. Now, let's get one thing clear here. I never once in my life, when I got sick with product in July 2019, never once did I state I wanted millions of dollars. Never once did I state that whatsoever. What the agreement was, which is a verbal agreement, and I'm the only one that can change it because it was a verbal agreement with Pepsi, an employee with Pepsi, Latasha, I think her name was, something like that, Latasha, Latoya, whatever. Verbal agreement. Pay the medical bills. If I get an attorney, you pay attorney's fees, and $60,000 pain and suffering. That was it. That was it. Now I'm going to show you pictures again from Pepsi. This was dated July 2019. All right. That's black mold in your water bottle. Black mold. Right there. Right there. Black mold in your water bottle, Aquafina. Black mold. You can see it all in the bottom of the crenches. You can see it all in the bottom there. Black mold. Okay? See it better right here. Black mold. Black mold. Black mold. Black mold. Black mold. Black mold, when it grew, this vial right here is what the hospital put it in, the lab tech. Right in front of me. Put that water in that thing right there and sealed it in a sterilized container. Right there. this is what brought me to the hospital. This right here is in my water. That right there looks like a parasite or a mold. I brought that from a gas station. But my wife's gonna look for the receipt. But if you could see that, it's a mold. Before it was just one, and when I shook the bottle, it became three. There's two on the bottom right there. But this one keeps moving. That keeps moving. And I don't know what the hell it is, so I ended up rushing to the emergency room. It looks like a parasite or a mold. But how did mold get in water? That's the funny thing. I don't get this. How did mold get in a bottle of Aquafina water? Dated. What's the date on there? Can't see. Oh, dated April 26, 2021. And that's the lot number. April 26, 2021. That's the lot number. So how did that thing get in the water? I don't know. But it's kind of scary though. So I rushed to emergency room. I'm gonna try to move it slow because if you move it fast, it moves. It moves. You'll see it in a minute. There it is right there. There it is right there. Went to the bottom. Now it's right here. It's right there, just moving. Moving. Now, there's another one for you so you can see. Black mold. Black mold. Black mold. Black mold. And we got all the pictures, recordings from the hospital, everything. And this stupid law firm that you got want to play these stupid games again. Before, I didn't care. All I wanted, the verbal agreement was take care of those medical bills. If I get an attorney's fees. $60,000 for pain and suffering. Let me explain something to you idiots again. Pepsi, you're stupid because you want this law firm to get away with charging you millions of dollars when this could have been settled. That's why the lawsuit was filed. I didn't intend to file no lawsuit or nothing. That's why the lawsuit was filed, because they stopped communicating with me. Okay? Oh. I don't get where Pepsi could turn around and let these people do this to them whatsoever. I hope Uncle Sam, the IRS, does not let you do a tax write-off of the lawsuit. I really do. Because what you're doing now is corrupt. It's called corruption. But I forgot, in the United States, corruption is okay. Extortion is okay. All of that is okay in the United States because, Republicans do it, Democrats do it. United States Superior Court judges get away with extortion, blackmail, favoritism, put down a couple of mil. So I can understand that it's not illegal no more. Let me explain something to you idiots for the last time. This is what black mold does to you, especially if you got a weak immune system, barely strong immune system, whatever. From coughing, wheezing, nose stuffing, itching, or red eye itching, which I had, itching like crazy. Skin itching, which I had, irritation in my skin. Headaches, which I had, still get once in a while. Feeling exhausted, which I still do. Frequent coughing, especially at night, which I still do. So you want to play games and word games when I've never said once that I'm suing for millions of dollars. I'll be taking this over and I'll be transferring this to federal court because you violated federal laws. Since you want to play games, you violated federal laws. This is not going to state court. This is going to federal court because this is a product. This is a product that everybody buys. It's not the responsibility of Quick Trip to look through your purchases, your products, to see if it's safe, or take samples to see if it's safe or anything like that. That's not their responsibility. It's Pepsi's responsibility to make sure everything that is sold to the public is safe. Period. No, there's no ifs and no buts about it. It's the obligation and duty of Pepsi products to make sure they are safe to the public. It is not no gas station. It is not no supermarket. They're not responsible for the damage of a product from a business or corporation. Aquafina water you purchased from Coca-Cola. You are responsible for your purchases, your product. You are responsible for your product, not Quick Trip, not the gas stations, not the supermarkets, not AMPMs, not 7-Elevens, not Ralph's, not Vaughn's. None of the supermarkets is responsible for your product. You made the product. You manufactured the product. You are responsible. I put my trust in your Aquafina water because it's supposed to have been safe to drink. But it wasn't safe to drink when I got sick. And then we got COVID, which really sucked. COVID came out. Couldn't do nothing. Unless you was dying. Couldn't do nothing. This right here could have been settled a long time ago. The first attorney told Pepsi, the attorney that they hired, I forgot his name. We got the results back. Yes, it's black mold. Even that lady called me and told me, yes, it was black mold. Let's. What is the deal you want? What do you want us to do? This was my agreement. Just take care of the medical bills. If I get an attorney, y'all responsible for attorney fees. And that's that. Nothing else. That's all I cared about. And pain and suffering. That's all I cared about. But now y'all want to go through all of this bullshit, which don't make no sense whatsoever, which everybody's trying to figure out what is the logic in this here for these idiots, attorneys, to try to do this. And you know what keeps coming to my mind, and I keep saying to everybody, there's only one logic in this whole situation. The attorney firms need money. They're corrupt. Somebody got somebody pregnant, paying off a child spouse or whatever, drug use, alcohol use, or gambling habit. Them are the only reasons I could see this to go to trial, because they need that money. But you see, to be honest, you lose in trial, because I will be representing this here, and I'll be showing my videos from the hospital. The time is on there and everything else. And it'll be showing the black mold in the bottle. That's what it'll show. then they'll also show you can't come out and say nobody spoke with me, because they have. I've been speaking to that lady all that time. She sent me a box to send the bottle back. And right there, we put a letter in there. I put a letter in there, return bottle. They never returned the bottle back. Do you want results? Yes, we want results. Even though we already knew what the results were, okay? Because the CDC was called by the hospital because there was black mold in the bottle. The CDC contacted me. The guy had to do something to get on that premises because they wouldn't let the CDC on there, which to me was a bunch of bullshit, because the CDC is supposed to have the authority to go in any business once they find any contamination to any product. The CDC is supposed to have that authority, period. But only in the state of Minnesota, the CDC carries no weight. I noticed that. Only in the state of Minnesota. Other states, California, if this would have happened in California, CDC would have shut them down immediately. You're not stopping the CDC in California from going on no goddamn property to search anything. That ain't happening. See, that's the difference from Minnesota and California. See, we take very pride of our life, you see. But these idiots for Pepsi want to play these stupid games. We could play these stupid games. I'm letting you know now, the attorneys for Pepsi. This will be going to federal court, and you can't stop me because I'm dealing with this now. Me. No, nobody else but me. I'm going to be dealing with this now. And guess what? In California, I can open up the case. You see, because they have a Pepsi office in California too. So even though it happened in Minnesota, you see, and we're very strong in the state of California about lead poisoning, bad food products. Very, very strong in California about that. That's one thing I could say, that our so-called council people are very strong. Some are very strong about it, very, very strong, But yeah, that goes out to Pepsi. I'll be sending this, I'll be having this go to federal court because you violated federal laws under the products, which you did. And I know very good well of federal law products, you see, because you false advertise, which is a federal case. You false advertise about your Aquafina water. You false advertise about everything about your Aquafina. And that's what you did. This is federal, not state. All right. Now, rest of you idiots out there in so-called America, for the last time, let's get one thing clear here. We are all immigrants. This country belongs to the Indians. Not no white, not no Mexican, none of it. This all belongs to the Indians. Mexico should be kicking out every goddamn company out of the United States. Now, our stupid, backstabbing, racist, corrupt Congress is trying to ban TikTok. For what reason? Not once did anybody show proof of our information from TikTok is being used in China. Not once. Just talk. I would not vote for none of those crooked motherfuckers because every one of them got paid from APAC, whatever the hell it's called, from Facebook to try to destroy TikTok. So let's say TikTok does go, okay? Nobody's going to follow that 170 million or 100 or 200 and something million people. Not going to follow nobody else. No, all those accounts will be deleted. No, nobody going to follow nobody else. No, fuck Facebook. You got to ban Facebook. You got to ban Twitter. You got to ban Instagram. That's what you got to do. But you people are so stupid when our own government Our own government is the corruptest government in the world. They open up fraud, bank accounts, security bonds under our names. Y'all people are stupid. They open up bank accounts and case accounts in Texas, trust and savings loan bond under our names. That's identity theft. Y'all stupid, man. Look it up. Y'all stupid. We got the most stupidest fucking people in the world is in the United States. Every other country telling their citizens, you go fight for Israel, you come back, you be charged. That's what should happen in the United States, because Israel ain't got a fucking thing to do with the United States Constitution. Then they just passed a law in California. And they tired of paying, the state of California is tired of paying attorneys' lawsuits. They're on their own now. There's no more law examinations, none of that shit. No more law licenses in the state of California. No more of that shit. A lot of states is following behind. Washington's doing the same thing, getting rid of attorneys' exams and all of that shit. They got we tired. The city is tired of paying the negligent lawsuits for attorneys and pigs, cops, sheriffs, deputies, and judges. They tired of it. All states already just banned it, just removed qualified immunity for these motherfuckers. They tired. The city is tired of paying them, bailing their asses out. Now they got to get sued. They could get sued individually. Period. You know, and that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on right now. It's funny how people just don't want to wake up, man, about your constitutional rights. Look, let's get one thing clear here for the last time. Congress cannot infringe on the Bill of Rights. Congress does not have the authority, the power to rewrite the Bill of Rights, the Constitution. George Washington even stated that. Madison stated that. Jefferson stated that. Congress cannot infringe on the Constitution under no circumstances. The Constitution is the common law of the land. Wake up, people. Wake up. Y'all sleeping. Told y'all it was going to be too late. Second Amendment. You have a right to bear arms. You have a right to have your firearms and everything else. You have a right to bear arms. We have the right to overthrow the government when they are corrupt. We have that right. We have that right. See, what I don't understand is this here. Each branch of the military should be in Washington, D.C., and arresting every congressman and every judge, United States Superior Court judge, take them into custody for treason. But I forgot. You can commit treason. You can commit perjury. It's okay. You can commit blackmail. You can commit extortion because they do it. So if they can do it, we can do it. You can't commit rape. If they can do it, we can do it. You can't commit murder. If they can do it, we can do it. It's both ways, man. It's not just one party's way. And let's get one thing clear here right now for the last time. The United States is, and it shows it, the United States, our own government, our own people that we vote in office, is against the Constitution. There's no ifs and no buts about it. When they put their hand up and swear in the Bible, that don't mean a motherfucking thing. That don't mean a fucking thing. All they saying is, yeah, fuck this United States Constitution and rights and everything else, and I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to run my drug trafficking. I'm going to lie on other countries and all of this. Y'all people so damn stupid, man. You got to understand. We haven't made nothing in over 60 years in the United States. I remember we used to make, I had friends, dads and moms, dads used to work at where they made the fencing and the steel bars that goes on the trains and on the bridges. And we used to have all kind of factories like that in the United States. Metal factories, car factories, we used to have all of that shit in the United States. What happened was companies got mad because they found out that, well, wait a minute, if I go to Mexico, I got to pay insurance, employees insurance, and employees taxes and medical and all of that stuff in other countries. So they don't give a fuck about closing down in the United States, even though no business in the United States is originally from the United States. So they trying to bring back Babies R Us and Toys R Us. That's what they bring it back to the United States. But under different law, though, lobbyist law. You have to work 9 hours a day, no lunch time, and no break time. And they do not pay you overtime. That's what they're trying to do in the United States. They already tried that shit over there. And which is so amazing is because you got Babies R Us and Toys R Us in Hong Kong, China, Singapore, the Philippines, Mexico, London, just like Macy's all over other countries. Every store that closed down in the United States has been open in other countries for years. For years. They just closed down in the United States. So when your so-called president y'all follow so much says for the American people, stop putting me in that box because I'm an American. So stop putting me in that because you're not for me. None of you Republicans or Democrats, stop using that word to American people. You're for the corrupt corporations. That's what you're for, the corrupt corporations. You're not for the American people. Because if you was, there wouldn't be veterans killing off each other. There wouldn't be veterans on the streets. There wouldn't be homeless. None of that. Each governor, each mayor, all over the United States, it comes up with this. You know what really burns me up more than anything is that house nigga in New York. That bald-headed house nigga. And that governor out there. I'm ashamed to say I'm from New York. Because New York became a big pussy. That's all New York is gay. That's all it is. It's straight gay. There's no real men in New York no more. No real nothing in New York. You know? You boycott Israel, we boycott you. You know how stupid that motherfucker sound? That racist motherfucker sounded so goddamn stupid. I couldn't believe he was on the news saying that shit. I couldn't believe it. Israel shouldn't even be in the United States. Matter of fact, my opinion, no Jew should be in the United States. I miss Hitler. Hitler was a hell of a man. Hitler was a hell of a man. Fuck the Holocaust. Fuck Israel. I'll boycott Israel. I'll say fuck Israel. Fuck AIPAC. Fuck them all. And every one of you racist motherfuckers. Drop the fuck dead. I would never do business with no company that deals business with Israel. Point blank. And I haven't. I haven't bought nothing that connects any product to Israel. Nothing. Nothing. No dates. Nothing. No Cheerios, no Cocoa Pops, nothing. I haven't brought nothing that links to Israel. Nothing. And I'll continue boycotting Israel. I don't give a fuck about what the fuck you say. No man is going to tell me what I can do, what I can't do. And no fucking woman neither. That's for damn sure. God gives me the freedom of speech. God gives me my rights to live. God does. And if you feel like you're a man, but you're not a man, you're punks. You see? You're punks, and our whole government is all cowards, traitors, terrorists. Other countries kicking the United States out. That's good. Fuck the United States. You don't like what I say? Come to my face and tell me. You don't like what I say? Come to my face and tell me, because I'll tell you straight out, fuck you too. Give a fuck about the United States. I hope, pretty soon we're going to get hit with a bomb. And I hope we get attacked real bad. I really do, because we deserve it. Every Congress, Republican and Democratic president and governors and mayors have to be executed. They have to be put up on trial for treason against humanity, terrorist acts, murder. I went to this gas station today and I saw this thing right there. Save the children. And the cashier asks me, do you want to put $1 in there to save the children? Man, where this money going to? What says it right there? That don't mean shit what it says right there. That don't mean a motherfucking thing. Save the children. Where's this money going to? Man, I'm not giving you no motherfucking money. Give a fuck about nobody's kids. Why the fuck? Well, this goes to the children in America. Man, fuck the children in America. Don't open up your fucking legs. You actually think that this government, your so-called president, cares about children? No, they don't give a fuck about no children in no other countries. Fuck that damn sign. You need to take that shit down, man. Because that's panhandling, if you ask me. That right there is false advertisement and everything else, you ask me. That's my opinion. And everybody stop putting it in there, man. Going there the other day, guy, man, we haven't had nothing in here, man. Well, you got a penny in there. You got a penny. And people throwing trash in the damn thing. That's what it's supposed to be, trash. Don't fucking say save the children. You a motherfucking lie. That money don't go to no goddamn kids. That money go to these motherfuckers' pockets. Maybe not even, I don't even think 1% go to help no fucking child. But y'all people stupid. Y'all go for that bullshit. You see? Told y'all I'm making a bowl of shit with rice. Trying to get a patent on it. The shit's going to be the gravy. That's just how stupid society is in the United States. They go for the bullshit what the government tells them. Stupid people, man. But again, this goes out to lousy ass Pepsi. I'll be sending this, I'll be doing my complaint and everything straight out to federal court because you violated federal laws. You violated federal purchasing laws and false advertisement. It's under federal laws now. And Pepsi, you paying those attorneys firms when this could have been handled with. You stupid, Pepsi. You stupid. You're not gonna win this one, Pepsi. This one here, you're not gonna win. Then we looked up other lawsuits against Pepsi in New York, here in California, Chicago, Las Vegas, Nevada. So you got a lot of lawsuits coming up, Pepsi. You got a lot of lawsuits coming up. You got little plastic things in the water, and you was warned about it. So we're looking up all of those cases right there. So your credibility and your attorney's credibility sucks. Went right the fuck out the door. Went right out the door. Because I got the right to discuss those other lawsuits in federal court because your product has been killing people. You see, your product has been making people sick. So I got the right to bring up other lawsuits that are still under investigation and still pending. And some you settle, which I don't understand here. you got these fucking law firms out there in Minnesota want to play games just to take money from you. And I hope Uncle Sam will not let you do a tax write-off. I really do. You know, I really do. I hope Uncle Sam audit your ass, man, because you need to be audited when this right here could have been settled a long time ago, you know? And we are a country that hates human rights. We are. And there's no ifs and no buts about it. You know, we're not a Republican or Democrat no more. You know, we are a country that hates the rights of people. And you idiots do not want to wake up, man. We got to start picketing real hard, even more, to put these corrupt motherfuckers, hold them for trial, and execute them. And you see all over the internet and on the news, everybody talking about nuclear war, nuclear war. Man, let me tell you motherfuckers something. If we do survive a nuclear war, anyone that does survive a nuclear war, if we ever get a chance to survive a nuclear war, we have to look for every motherfucking person in Congress and the president, hold them for trial, and we have to execute them like it says in the Constitution, because they are committed. They have committed a terrorist act against humanity. They have committed a treason act against the Constitution. And they have to be executed. If we ever survive a nuclear war, that's what the smart people should be doing. Whoever survives, hunt them down and execute them. One-day trial and execute them. That's what needs to be done. Because they have committed, the United States has committed the worst crimes against humanity and the worst genocide. And we got to take out of power all that are in power. Has to be removed. They have to be stripped of every fucking thing they own. They have to be put to death. And that's the bottom line. We are a democracy. The United States is a democracy country. We are a democracy country. We're not Republican. We're not Democrat. We are in a democracy country. Look up democracy. Peace out, fools. I gotta take my stuff, man. I don't feel good.